This video tutorial about volunteers' reflection and self-care is produced by SkillsLab 21 as French partner of the Erasmus Plus TRAIN2ACT project, improving the power of voluntarism. We will see how to encourage volunteers to reflect on their experiences, including the challenges and rewards of volunteering, and provide tips for self-care to avoid burnout. The contents of this video are: Introduction, strategies to promote volunteer reflection, tips for self-care to avoid burnout, some additional practical tips to avoid burnout and demotivation. Conclusion. Introduction. Encouraging volunteers to reflect on their experiences, both the challenges and benefits of volunteering, is essential for their personal growth and well-being. It is also important to help them prevent burnout and maintain their contributions over the long term. Among strategies to promote volunteer reflection, we can mention 1. Regular check-ins. 2. Encourage journaling. 3. Peer support groups. 4. Storytelling and sharing. 5. Evaluation and feedback surveys. Now let's detail these strategies. 1. Regular check-ins. Regularly schedule one-on-one or group check-in sessions with volunteers. These sessions should be a safe space for volunteers to discuss their experiences, both positive and negative. Open conversations can help volunteers process their emotions and reflect on their journey. 2. Encourage journaling. Suggest that volunteers maintain a journal to document their experiences, thoughts, and feelings. Journaling provides an outlet for self-expression and can help volunteers recognize their personal growth and areas where they face challenges. 3. Peer support groups. Create support groups where volunteers can meet and share their experiences with others who understand the unique challenges and rewards of volunteering. Peer support can be invaluable for reflection and self-care. 4. Storytelling and sharing. Provide a platform for volunteers to share their stories and experiences with the broader community or organization. This can be in the form of blogs, social media posts, or presentations. Sharing their stories allows volunteers to reflect on their journey and inspire others. 5. Evaluation and feedback surveys. Conduct regular surveys or evaluations to gather feedback from volunteers. Ask about their experiences, the challenges they face, and the rewards they've gained. Use this feedback to improve volunteer programs and address issues. Now let's talk about self-care to avoid burnout. Here are some tips. 1. Set boundaries. Encourage volunteers to set clear boundaries for their time and energy. Establishing limits on the number of hours volunteered and time dedicated to self-care is essential to prevent burnout. 2. Self-reflect. Volunteers should regularly self-reflect to assess their well-being. Are they feeling overwhelmed? Are they experiencing physical or emotional fatigue? Self-awareness is key to identifying signs of burnout early. 3. Time management. Help volunteers manage their time effectively. Prioritizing tasks and setting realistic goals can reduce stress and prevent overcommitment. 4. Take breaks. Encourage volunteers to take regular breaks. Stepping away from their volunteer work, even for a short time, can help recharge their energy and reduce burnout. 5. Self-care routine. Promote self-care routines that include activities like exercise, meditation, spending time with loved ones, and pursuing hobbies. These activities are essential for mental and physical well-being. 6. Seek support. Remind volunteers that seeking support is not a sign of weakness. Encourage them to reach out to colleagues, friends, or professional counselors if they are struggling with burnout or emotional challenges. 7. Celebrate achievements. Recognize and celebrate volunteers' achievements and contributions. Positive reinforcement can boost morale and reduce burnout. 8. Rotate tasks. Encourage volunteers to vary their tasks to prevent monotony and burnout. New experiences and challenges can keep their motivation high. 9. Training and skill development. Offer training and skill development opportunities to keep volunteers engaged and provide a sense of personal growth. 10. Regular check-ins. Organize regular check-in sessions to identify signs of burnout early. This allows for timely intervention and support. Now some additional practical tips to avoid burnout and demotivation. 1. Ensure a good quality of sleep. It is often difficult to fall asleep when you are concerned about professional issues on a daily basis. Implementing solutions to end your sleep disorders will allow you to regain a restful sleep that will protect from psychological and physical exhaustion. It's about listening to your body and not forcing it, whether to fall asleep while you are restless or, on the contrary, to postpone bedtime because you have emergencies or professional imperatives. Remember that your sleep is a great asset to be efficient during the day and last over time. If your sleep is not restorative, you risk accumulating significant fatigue. This accumulation can lead to a form of depression or depression. 2. Opt for regular sports or physical activity. Regular physical exercise will really allow you to manage and regulate any internal tensions before they take the form of more established psychological or emotional problems. All of your tensions can temporarily be relieved by a regular sports activity. You maintain a lower level of stress when you manage to externalize a large part of it through physical activity, which is a real asset as a daily regulatory practice. 3. Keep a balanced diet. The third point you should focus on to avoid burnout is your consumption habits. Beyond the importance of betting on a varied and diversified diet, it is important to be careful not to be overwhelmed by a consumption of stimulants or toxics that can greatly harm your general condition in the short and medium term. Alcohol, coffee, or tobacco, to name just a few, can represent an opportunity to hold out in the face of an infernal pace or, on the contrary, to relax and reduce your stress levels. However, consumed daily and over time, they really harm your overall well-being and make you more vulnerable to different sources of stress, since they help to wear the body as well as the professional stressors you have to fight. 4. Stay in control of your emotions. If you are prone to anxiety, preventive practice of emotional management techniques such as relaxation or meditation will allow you to develop and maintain emotional balance, in order to understand your situation and the solutions to be implemented with as much hindsight and lucidity as possible. Finding concrete solutions to not being overwhelmed will greatly help you make the right decisions for yourself and better manage stress at work. These activities allow you to remain coherent and serene in your professional activity, and thus avoid the psychological exhaustion that can sometimes result. Beyond maintaining your body at an optimal level of energy, these different tips will help you maintain good mental health, helping to regulate your internal activity. 5. Cultivate your personal life. It is about giving you the means to build yourself next to the only professional field and to feel you exist positively independently of it. You will gain personal stability and a deep sense of satisfaction that will help you move forward and implement the necessary actions to maintain a serenity that also extends to your professional activity. In conclusion, by promoting reflection and providing self-care tips, organizations can ensure that their volunteers remain engaged, fulfilled, and capable of contributing to their communities without sacrificing their own well-being. Volunteers who are supported in this way are more likely to sustain their efforts and continue making a positive impact over the long term. Thank you for your attention. This video is produced the November 13, 2023, by SkillsLab 21 as a French partner of the Erasmus Plus TRAIN2ACT project. Photo credit, https://unsplash.com and https://pixabay.com.